When most fans picture football's wealthiest stars, they see the surface. Lamborghinis, private jets, mansions carved into hillsides. But the truth is far more strategic. Behind the flash is a generation of footballers who've quietly mastered the art of investment, turning match-day wages into lifelong empires. This is the story of how the world's most famous players went from earning salaries to owning industries. Cristiano Ronaldo, the hotelier and brand architect. Cristiano Ronaldo has never been shy about ambition on or off the pitch. Across Manchester United, Real Madrid, Juventus, and now Al Nassr, he's earned an estimated 1.6 billion euros, $1.7 billion in total income, including endorsements. His genius isn't only scoring, it's ownership. Through a joint venture with Portugal's Pestana Group, he built the Pestana CR7 hotels in Lisbon, Madrid, Marrakesh, and New York, each designed around his minimalist aesthetic and global fan base. The chain's valuation, roughly 250 million euros / $265 million, and expanding into Asia. Then came Inspiria, a medical and hair transplant brand, valued near 100 million euros, $108 million a year. Add his CR7 lines: fitness, fragrance, eyewear, digital apps. And Ronaldo now owns a self-reinforcing ecosystem. He once said, "My brand is stronger than any club I'll ever play for." And with over 600 million social followers, that's not arrogance, it's asset management. Lionel Messi, the silent strategist. If Ronaldo is expansion through visibility, Messi is wealth through precision. From Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain to Inter Miami, his total career earnings sit around 1.3 billion euros, $1.4 billion. But he invests with surgeon-like control. Messi's flagship project is Asahares del Parana, an eco-luxury real estate development near his hometown Rosario. He's also behind the MIM hotels chain, Ibiza, Sitges, Baqueira, and the Pyrenees, run through his family's holding company, Limeque SA. Together, they're worth roughly 400 million euros / $430 million. Messi's endorsements, from Adidas and Pepsi to Hard Rock International, add stability, but his wealth compounds in property. He prefers quiet expansion, often through family management, rather than large boards. Every investment mirrors his game: understated, efficient, exact. David Beckham, the brand mogul. David Beckham transformed from midfielder to multinational. He played for Manchester United, Real Madrid, LA Galaxy, AC Milan, and Paris Saint-Germain, earning about 750 million euros, $810 million during his playing years. Post-retirement, he turned that into over 1.4 billion euros, $1.5 billion through licensing and ownership. Beckham's company DB Ventures controls his name, likeness, and global brand rights, striking deals in fashion, fragrances, whiskey, and fitness. But his masterstroke came via a small clause in his LA Galaxy contract, an option to buy an MLS franchise for 21 million euros, $25 million. That team became Inter Miami CF, now valued near 1 billion euros, $1.08 billion, thanks in part to Lionel Messi's arrival. Beckham proved branding can outlast playing, and that a logo can earn more than a goal. Gerard Piqué, the visionary investor. Few defenders have seen football like Gerard Piqué. He began at Manchester United, then made his legacy at FC Barcelona, winning every major trophy and earning roughly 100 million euros, or $108 million in salaries and bonuses. While most players focus on property or restaurants, Piqué built a corporate portfolio. He founded Kosmos Holding in 2017, a media and sports investment firm valued near 500 million euros, $540 million, backed by Japanese tech giant Rakuten. Kosmos re-engineered the Davis Cup, created the viral Kings League, a hybrid esports meets football tournament, and secured long-term sports rights contracts across Latin America and Europe. Piqué once said, "I don't just play the game, I study the system." His shift from centre-back to CEO proves it. He's quietly redefining athlete ownership, turning fans into shareholders. Ronaldinho Gaucho, the magician's rebuild. Ronaldinho's story is both a cautionary tale and a comeback. He played for Grêmio, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, AC Milan, Flamengo, Atlético Mineiro, and Querétaro, enchanting the world with creativity few could match. At his peak, his earnings from wages and sponsorships, Nike, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and EA Sports, topped 90 million euros, $97 million. But after retirement, financial missteps, unpaid taxes, and failed ventures brought him close to ruin by 2018. That's when Ronaldinho did what he always did best, reinvented himself. He launched R10 academies across Latin America, invested in music and digital art, and became an early adopter of blockchain and NFTs, reportedly generating over 20 million euros $22 million in new revenue. His brand, once nearly bankrupt, is now a nostalgia powerhouse used by advertisers from Pepsi to EA Sports. Ronaldinho also pursued his passion for music, producing and performing samba-inspired tracks and DJ sets under R10 Music. Today, he's worth roughly 80 million euros, $86 million. Proof that charisma can be capital. Didier Drogba and Sadio Mané, the legacy builders. Didier Drogba's impact goes far beyond his 164 goals for Chelsea. He earned approximately 170 million euros, $185 million through contracts with Marseille, Chelsea, Shanghai Shenhua, Galatasaray, and Montreal Impact. Instead of chasing luxury, he built the Drogba Foundation, investing millions into hospitals, schools, and housing in Ivory Coast. His latest project, a medical center in Abidjan, cost nearly 3 million euros, $3.2 million, funded almost entirely from his pocket. Sadio Mané, meanwhile, turned his success at Southampton, Liverpool, and Bayern Munich into social infrastructure for Senegal. He's spent more than 30 million euros, $32 million on hospitals, schools, and a solar-powered microgrid for his hometown of Bambali. When asked about wealth, he said, "I don't need 10 Ferraris. What I need is a better future for my people." Their returns aren't measured in profit margins, they're measured in progress. Kylian Mbappé, the entrepreneur of tomorrow. Kylian Mbappé was 19 when he won the World Cup and already thinking like an investor. From AS Monaco to Paris Saint-Germain, and now Real Madrid, his on-field earnings have surpassed 180 million euros, $195 million. But Mbappe's brilliance lies in diversification. He founded Zebra Valley, a multimedia company that develops documentaries, films, and digital content centered on youth empowerment and sport. He's also invested in health tech startups, esports teams, and educational programs through his charity inspired by KM. His total business portfolio is valued near 70 million euros $76 million and growing rapidly. Mbappe's negotiating power off the pitch rivals his speed on it. He personally structured parts of his PSG contract to retain image rights and charitable contributions. For him, legacy is leverage. Erling Haaland, the data-driven investor. Erling Haaland approaches money the same way he approaches goals, directly and efficiently. After spells at Molde, Red Bull Salzburg, Borussia Dortmund, and now Manchester City, he's earned about 85 million euros. $92 million in wages and bonuses, not counting performance incentives. His sponsorship deals, Nike, Breitling, Hyperice, are selectively chosen for synergy with his personal fitness brand. Behind the scenes, Haaland channels his earnings into Scandinavian investment funds, focusing on sports science, nutrition, and data analytics. Fields expected to grow exponentially. He's rumored to be an early backer in Nordic wellness startups and recovery tech companies worth over 15 million euros, $16 million combined. Still only in his early 20s, he's already setting himself up for a post-football empire driven by science, not sentiment. The bigger picture, a new financial playbook. From Beckham's boardrooms to Mbappé's media company, footballers have redefined wealth creation. Together, the players we've explored represent over 6 billion euros, $6.5 billion in lifetime earnings, and nearly 2 billion euros, $2.2 billion in active business investments worldwide. It used to be that footballers retired into commentary or coaching. Now they retire into ownership. Ronaldo's hotels host tourists. Messi's properties shelter families. Beckham's club sells out stadiums. Piqué's leagues entertain millions online. Ronaldinho's music moves crowds instead of defenders. Drogba and Mane build futures in Africa. And Mbappé and Haaland design the blueprint for the next generation. In a sport once defined by goals and glory, the scoreboard has changed. Today, influence is equity, reputation is real estate, and legacy, if managed wisely, earns compound interest. Because in modern football, the smartest play doesn't happen between the whistles. It happens in boardrooms, balance sheets, and brave ideas, where athletes stop being employees and start becoming empires.